The secret of a great chocolate mousse is in the taste and in the texture. It should be very smooth, creamy and airy to melt really nicely in the mouth. And on the other hand, it should be firm enough to hold the weight of different layers of cake filling and keep its great shape in your shop for 48 hours. A chocolate mousse based on a pâte bombe will give you this perfect end result. Yet, the choice of your chocolate matters a lot too. I always recommend to use a chocolate with a 3-drop fluidity because it contains the right amount of cocoa butter to obtain that smooth, lovely mouthfeel and a mousse that's firm enough to hold in pastries. Using a chocolate with more cocoa butter, like a 4 or 5-drop chocolate, might make the mousse too dense and stiff. Chocolate with less cocoa butter, like a 1 or 2-drop chocolate, may create a too soft mousse that lacks in texture. So 3 drops is a chocolate to go. So what do you need to get started? Sugar, eggs and egg yolks for the pâte bombe, and our main ingredient of course, any chocolate with a 3-drop fluidity. To give this chocolate mousse some exciting flavor notes, I use a single origin chocolate. And last but not least, cream and unsweetened half-whipped cream. First mix the eggs, egg yolks and sugar, then heat up the mixture to 60 degrees. There we go, perfect temperature. Now pour the egg mixture straight into the stand mixer bowl and beat it at medium speed until it cools down to room temperature. And while that's happening, I'm going to bring the cream to a boil in the microwave. Now let's check again on the pâte bombe. As you can see, it's starting to turn into this beautifully homogeneous and aerated mixture, and its color is changing to white. When the cream is boiling, pour it onto the chocolate, bit by bit, and progressively melt the chocolate in it. A little bit more cream now, and I'm going to stir it until I get a nice and smooth mixture. Next, I'm going to emulsify the chocolate ganache with a stick blender. This will remove all lumps, and as you are mixing, it's best to keep the blade submerged to avoid air bubbles in the mixture, since you want the chocolate ganache to be nice, shiny and smooth. Now let's check the temperature of the chocolate emulsion. It should range between 40 and 45 degrees centigrade to be ready for mixing with the pâte bombe. Do mind when you're making a bigger volume of chocolate mousse that the chocolate mixture has to be slightly hotter. Otherwise, it might set into tiny lumps when you're mixing it with a cooler pâte bombe. And lumps in a chocolate mousse create a grainy mouthfeel, which is not what we're after. We want it lovely and smooth. It looks like my pâte bombe is ready. It's nicely smooth and aerated. So now it's time to gently fold it into the chocolate mixture. The next step is to fold the chocolate pâte bombe mixture into the unsweetened whipped cream. The cream should be only half whipped. Cream whipped too stiff would be difficult to fold into the chocolate. On top, it would create a very hard and stiff texture of the mousse. There we go, a beautiful, delicious chocolate mousse, ready for your cakes or your desserts. Now you can do 2 things. Pour the mousse into a piping bag and apply it immediately into your cake rings or dessert glasses, and then cool them. Never cool the mousse in a piping bag before piping it, otherwise it would destroy the nicely aerated texture. Of course, you can also leave the mousse in a bowl and cool it for a few hours to scoop beautiful quenelles. Now, good luck and enjoy!